Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I had no idea I would be flying into a buzzard habitat. There had to have been at least 100 buzzards at my spot. So I hope that showed up on my little camera. And what you guys didn't see is that my drone actually almost flew away because it is so utterly windy out here right now. It had an emergency return to home and it just started descending super fast, almost hit the hood of my truck. It is really cold out here, more cold than what I thought that it was gonna be today, and super, super windy. I think it's 39 degrees right now, but that wind's blowing between 20 and 30 miles an hour, so it just bites into your skin. So I'm not too sure I'm actually prepared for tonight. But check out this site. There is not a soul around me. I mean, I've got about 4 acres worth of land to figure out where to put my tent. And yes, and a tent, but it's still gonna be fun. I brought the little easy up, little 5-second tent is what I'm gonna call it. And I can't decide if I wanna put it out here by the water, but it's got a pretty big decline into the lake and that's not gonna be very comfortable. So I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put my tent. My tent's probably gonna fly away trying to put it up, but I got great news for well, I got great news for me. So I got a call from my dealer and my truck is on a rail car. It got loaded. It is in transit to Texas. So we're hoping to have it next week. And as luck would have it, the little shop that I ordered my shell from called me yesterday and my shell is in. So as soon as I get my truck, I'm gonna go up there and get that thing installed. And if I have to camp next week just out of the back of the bed, I'm gonna do it, because I haven't started actually building the bed or the cabinet or anything, but I'm so excited to get that stupid truck. I'll sleep out of the back of the bed, I don't care. Well, I'm gonna get kind of settled in. Unfortunately, the flattest spot looks like it's gonna be right here by my truck, but that's not too bad because I got the fire ring right here, so this might actually work out the best. Well, I honestly don't know how I used to ever use regular tents, because that took literally, without the time warp, maybe 5 minutes. Setting the tent up, putting the rain fly on, getting everything staked down. Hopefully I got it staked down well enough to keep up with this wind tonight, but 5 minutes, folks, you cannot beat that. It actually makes setting up a tent just a little bit enjoyable. Not a whole lot, just a little bit. All right, pretty much same setup as last week because I slept really well last week, so I brought my air mattress again. We're gonna give this a shot, hopefully it doesn't pop. Easy as pie. And I don't know how many episodes of mine you've watched, but I usually carry a really big, thick, heavy sleeping bag. I should have brought it tonight because it's cold. But I wanted to try out one of these packable, stuffable sleeping bags, and this one's rated at 30 degrees. I'm gonna try it, but I'm gonna open it up because it is filled with goose down, and I want it to kind of fluff up. All right, let that kind of fluff up and hopefully keep me warm tonight. So let me take you around home. So obviously you saw the mattress get aired up. And then tonight, I'm pretty much gonna be doing like all electric stuff. So I brought my big 2000 watt power station because I'm gonna be boiling water out of a kettle, because last week I found out that if it's really super windy, jet boils are just really hard to use. So I picked up a really cheap Amazon brand water kettle to boil my water for dinner and for coffee tomorrow morning. And for dessert, I brought a really cool dessert we're gonna be cooking or making, but I gotta keep my cooler on. So, and I'm gonna be running my 12-volt heated blanket. And I brought my Mr. Buddy heater. So I'm not really too worried about getting cold tonight, but hence the giant power station that I brought, because I'm gonna need a lot of warm juice tonight. I don't think I could have made that sound any worse. I'm going to need a lot of electricity to warm up my stuff tonight. There you go, that sounds much better. So let's head back out there, grab a cocktail, and enjoy this beautiful sight. Only thing left is to say cheers. And yeah, I should have brought my fishing gear, I know. But I figured it would be way too windy for that. So we'll wait to not catch fish until it gets a little bit warmer or less windy. Folks, one of the things I want to try to do this year is give you guys some ideas of what you can do when you're out camping instead of just sitting on a chair having a cocktail, which isn't always bad, but sometimes I like to kind of keep myself busy. So today we're going treasure hunting. I kind of thought I was going to be on a more beachy area, so I'm not too sure the amount of luck I'm going to have, but I just brought along my little metal detector and we're going to go hunting, see if we can find anything. Got my trusty treasure digger-upper shovel. We're going to give it a shot. We'll get this thing cut on. We're gonna see what we can't find. I'm rich. Well, we found a screw. I don't know if you can see that. I can't believe I found something. Yeah, it's not gold. My kids would be thrilled to the moon to find this thing. That's pretty cool. Well, in real time, that was about 30 minutes worth of treasure hunting. I found a screw, I'll take it. But something like this is you know, fun for the kids. My son's gonna love this. We actually have a trip scheduled, I think in about 2 weeks for the family. I'm definitely gonna bring this along because he's going to love it. And if he can find a screw, it'll be the highlight of the trip. Over. Well, now that treasure hunting is done, and I'm sorry about that sun right behind me, but I wanna walk you this way to show you a really cool tree. I know that sounds boring, but it is wicked looking. It's kinda asking to be climbed on. And there goes my ability to make bad decisions. That little spot right there just looks like I need to sit on it. Kind of got to figure out how to get down there. Well, bad decision number one. I'm too old for this. This tree's huge, but it's not very sturdy. I mean, I can move this thing. My idea of getting up there, not gonna happen. Okay. Admittedly, I thought that was gonna be more fun than it was. But there's one more thing I wanna show you a little bit further down the opposite direction. So there's kind of this little walkway or path. And over here on my right side, it's just all kinds of what I'm gonna call driftwood. I don't know, just dead trees. And I can't figure out why it's all here, because there's no way that the lake actually gets up to here, but it's just kind of eerie looking. Look at this. It's just all kinds of fallen timber in here. I tell you what, if I was in Canada, I'd be looking for Steve in here, hiding out, trying to be sneaky. I just can't figure out what this is from. At least there's plenty of dried up logs I can use for my fire tonight, save up my firewood I brought. But speaking about tonight, we're about to head up to camp and get started on dinner. I do have a pretty awesome giveaway to show you folks, and we'll get my dessert going. And okay, this video just got kind of weird. If anyone can explain to me how a base of a tree gets up in a tree, you win. Look at this. What is going on here? Whoa. I hope that's showing up, but that is the base of a tree up in a tree. There's no way the water's ever been up here. Look at this. All right, this is some Blair Witch stuff. Yeah, someone please tell me how that happens, because I'm at a loss. And with this weird looking dead forest over here, pretty glad I'm not sleeping down here. I'll end up in a basement facing the corner. I don't know if anybody has seen the Blair Witch Project, but that's kind of what I'm referencing. Now I'm gonna go up and enjoy a cocktail and sit down, and I'll check back in with you when it gets a little bit darker and we'll get dinner going. Stay tuned. So making your own fire starters is fun and all, but I had a subscriber recommend these very cheap fire starters, and you get them from Walmart. I think this was $5 or $6, and you get 16 of these little tumbleweed things. So I'm gonna try these too, because in all honesty, these are a little bit easier to to make than what I've been doing, and I thought I'll give them a try tonight. That's all they are, and they call them tumbleweeds. Well, that didn't take very long to light. Things seem to work pretty well. And it's getting cold, folks. It's 5:30 and it's already 33 degrees. It's cold for me. Not for you crazy folks that live up in Wisconsin. Just a tad smoky. Well, I stepped into the tent because I'm getting a little bit hungry for dinner, and hopefully not to disappoint any of you folks, but I really didn't feel like cooking a big dinner tonight because I've got a good dessert planned for everyone. So to kind of skate by and do an easy dinner, I just picked up these yakisoba, I think that's how you say it, yakisoba, I don't know, noodles. They're the upscale ramen noodles, but these are really good. I like them a lot more than ramen, and for $1.50, this is the easiest dinner that you could ever think of. You do have to boil water, or in my case, we're gonna be trying something different tonight because last week I learned that if it's super crazy windy, it's really hard to keep a jet boil lit unless you have a windbreak, and I didn't have one. So tonight, which is one of the reasons I brought this big Daranener power station, is because I'm going to be heating water out of my kettle. I've never used this before. I cleaned it out, and this is just a very cheap Amazon Basics electric kettle that I bought. We're gonna see how it works, and be interesting to see how much juice it uses out of it, and I really have no idea how much water this is going to take, so I'm just going to kind of guesstimate. But I'm thinking that should be more than enough, because you're supposed to put these noodles in the microwave. I didn't bring a microwave. So we're going to get this thing plugged up, and it's probably not the wisest choice to keep a pot of water boiling on top of your power station, but don't tell anyone. How do you turn it on? Okay. 1290 watts to heat this water. It's almost boiling, and it's only been about a minute and a half. Got bubbles coming up off the bottom. That is way faster than the jet boil. I think we're done. We're just gonna pour this in here. Okay, ow, that is hot. I'm gonna cover this up and let it sit and kind of pretend it's in the microwave. All right, folks, well, that is heating up and I still got a little bit of light. Let me show you what I'm giving away on this video, is it's right behind you. So it's going to be another two-thing giveaway on this video. The first one is going to be a little tire air inflator that you can keep in your glove box or RV or car or wherever. It's super tiny, and if you don't have one of these and you don't win, just buy one. Doesn't have to be this one, but these are such a good peace of mind to keep in your car. And look how small this thing is. That's all it is. And in reality, this thing will air up probably 3 to 4 tires from 0 to maybe 35 or 40 PSI. But it's got 28 watt hours in it, and the specs on it say it can get up to 160 PSI. I don't know why you would ever need 160 PSI on these things, but little bag to keep it in. Of course, it comes with a little hose. So to connect the hose to here, you just pop it in and screw it down. Turn it on, just press and hold the middle button. And you can set your PSI that you want. So typically 35 to 40 PSI. Screw this into your tire, hit start. And that's it. I keep this in a little jump pack in my truck at all times, just in case I wake up from camp and I got a flat tire or a dead battery. I can get to where I need to go to get it fixed instead of just being stuck at camp. So this is from SKIGHT, and of course it'll do your tires, but it comes with a little needle valve if you want to air up a basketball or a volleyball, and also a little adapter for a Presta valve, and those are the little valves on little road bikes, on bicycle road bikes, the real thin valves. It's not just used for a tire. Got a pool float, air it up with this. Okay, and this guy is probably one of my most favorite little power stations that I've reviewed. And you folks know I have a lot of power stations. I've reviewed a lot of power stations, but this EBL 330, I'll put a little thing down here below. I did a review on this on my other channel. It's just a 5-minute video, go check it out. But this thing is awesome. 330 watts, so it's very small, but it actually powered 330 watts worth of AC juice. A lot of these power stations won't get anywhere near that, but check out how small this thing is. Absolutely tiny. Smaller than my Jackery 300, and it's got more capacity in terms of AC inverter. It's just the most absolute perfect size to keep in your car. If you have kids, throw it in the back seat with them, plug up their tablet or whatever they're using on a road trip, and this is going to keep them from crying. But you've got, of course, your 5521 inputs, your 12-volt car socket. You got 3 quick charge USB-As. You got a 60-watt output power delivery and 1 pure sine AC output that does output 330 watts. I've tested it. It's on that video. And a light that's actually useful. 1 button, 1 click, on and off. And it's actually a nice light. It's up front where you need it, and it's kind of a warm light, so it's not that cool blue nasty light that kind of blinds you in the middle of the night when you turn it on. And icing on the cake, it's got a 5-watt wireless charging pad up top. Super light, about 7 pounds. So technically you could put this in a backpack if you wanted to. EBL's got some other sizes of this thing. This is the smallest at 330 watts with a 290 watt hour capacity battery inside it. Lithium ion, just a really sweet little power station. This is probably one of my more favorite small ones that I've had on the channel so far. And again, they've got a couple of other sizes. They got 2 or 3 other bigger sizes of this, so fingers crossed, I can help you folks out maybe in the future. But to start off with, we got this one to give away. So, and you can even charge this thing with solar, and it comes included with a 7909 barrel plug, 2 MC4 connectors. So this will take about 100 watts worth of solar, which is perfect little 100-watt solar panel size to throw in your car. So you can charge it up via solar too. And as always, I will draw the winner next Friday, and I will post a comment, and I will pin the winner to this video so you guys can go look to see who won. If you're in my area, I will be happy to drive and actually hand this off to you. If you're not in my area and you still want it, I'll contact you, and then we can work out shipping. Typically, this would probably be between $30 to $45 to ship it to you. Anyway, guys, make sure you leave a comment with hashtag Brian Waters Outdoors, and this will be given away next week. Okay, with that out of the way, let's check on our noodles. Oh gosh. And this is going to be really super fun because I forgot a fork. I brought a spoon for the dessert and I didn't pick up a fork. Have you ever eaten noodles with a spoon? Should be fun. Man, that is hot. Let that sit for about 1 more minute. All right, these are about done. Absolutely no work involved in this whatsoever. Except probably eating it with a spoon. So there you go, guys. Nothing fancy at all. Well, just fancy ramen noodles. Now the fun part's going to be using a spoon. Call me crazy, but I actually like the flavor of ramen noodles. And this is teriyaki beef flavor, so again, nothing special. Sorry to disappoint anyone that wanted to see a fancy meal tonight. Hold tight and I'll show you a fun dessert, but this is just super easy. Oh, last bite. I'm gonna let that settle for a little bit. We'll go hang outside by the fire, and then I'm gonna bring you back in here and show you the dessert that I have planned for you with a kick. Folks, get you one of these things. Little pocket bellows. Helps feed some oxygen into that fire. Really gets it going. Keep this in your pocket. Super easy. Well, gang, I am fire's out. I'm headed to bed, and I just saw that my whole clip of me making the dessert had no audio. So obviously I can't post it, and I'm not gonna redo it again. Maybe I'll just save it for next trip. It was super fun. I had to bring a whole bunch of stuff with me to do it, but I have no audio. So gang, I gotta wake up probably before 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm just gonna head to bed. And first thing what I'm gonna do is get this buddy heater going, because it is cold. It's 29 degrees outside right now. So I'm gonna use this guy right here to kind of heat up the area before I go to bed. I'm just kind of sick that video didn't go through. Kind of a bummer. Oh well. So anyway, guys, oh, that's hot. So I'm gonna head to bed. I'm gonna watch a movie. I think I'm gonna be watching Two Guns tonight. Hopefully it's better than You People. I wasn't a fan of You People at all. So that's gonna wrap up tonight. Hopefully all my other video files are gonna be okay, but there was just no audio on it. It was really weird. So nothing I can do about it now. Kind of a bummer though. You guys would have liked it. It was fun. But you got to see me eat ramen noodles. What a deal. What a treat. So Oh, man. All right, folks. Well, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to comment down below for the giveaway. And there's a good possibility that I'll be doing a live episode Sunday night. Haven't quite decided it yet, but if I do, I will put out a post and let everyone know, of course. As of right now, I'm going to get this tent warmed up, and we will see you folks next week. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you soon. Take care.